Guys on his honeymoon, filling in is Brian the Closer Mariano, one of the voices of the Albany Empire on our sister station, Alt 105.7. And joining us right now, Malachi Jones, man. I'm surprised that you didn't slam into the console. I've never seen you not take a massive hit and still hold on to the football.
Look, man, it's an acquired taste, I would say. Definitely love-hate relationship, but, at the end of the day, it's in the job description. See,
Brian, you're up in the, rafters doing the call.
Right.
We're in the tunnel, and, as soon if there's, a touchdown and we hear the boards hit, we're like, oh, Malachi got one. Do you just seek out contact? Are you kind of a contact junkie? Do you like getting hit a little bit and hitting people back?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't love being hit and running into walls and such?
You doing so much, though.
But hey, growing up, my dad used to always have this motto. When he asked me growing up, what do you want to play? He played linebacker and drop in. He was like, "Do you want to be hit? Would you rather be hit?" And I was like, I don't like hitting people, so I guess I'd rather be hit. Now we're here.
Well, yeah, break that down a little bit for us. You have a family full of athletes, so it's kind of just something you've grown up in and now starting your arena bowl. Give us a little background on the family and the athleticism that you come from.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my dad, Andre Jones, played at Notre Dame on the last national title team back in '88.
That's right, Levack. Notre Dame, baby.
So he played with Derek Brown then, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. DB, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Derek Brown, Rocket Ishmael, Tony Rice, all those guys, Ricky Waters. I mean, the list goes on. And then 91 was drafted by the Steelers and then spent some time with them. Also spent time with the Detroit Lions and then also played a season in the CFL with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And then there's my brother, TJ Jones, who's going into his 5th season with the Detroit Lions. So he's been doing great. Also played at Notre Dame as well. My youngest brother, Jemai Jones, was drafted in the 2nd round of the 2014 draft for the Major League Baseball by the Angels organization. And he actually just made the SoCal All-Star team, the league he's in, which is High A, out in San Bernardino, California. So, like you said, a lot of athleticism. My sisters are also great athletes as well. My younger sister, Daisha, was an all-state softball pitcher in high school. And my youngest sister is an equestrian rider, plays volleyball, but she loves equestrian riding, was a junior Olympian at one point. I mean, the list kind of goes on.
Did you write all that down, Levack?
If we could just sell your genetic code and just guarantee athletes. And so, all right, so you were Appalachian State.
Yes.
And then, now you're in the Empire. Is it almost annoying at some point that everybody just goes, this kid's playing on Sunday next year? Do you get to a point where you're just like, until I can do it, let's not talk about it?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's always in the back of my mind. Obviously, I want to get back to the NFL, and that's the end goal. But, at the same time, this is my NFL, and I enjoy being here. I've loved being here since March, and, the community is really behind the team, and just the love and support we get from everybody around, man, it's second to none, and it just makes this whole experience worth doing. A lot of people might get a taste of the NFL, and once they're out, they kind of give up. But, I know I have the opportunity. I know I have the willpower to get back to it. So it's just a matter of time, I feel like, before I hit that threshold.
So how tough was the transition going from playing in college and that type of ball where you don't have the high motion man, and then getting into where you're this small field, boards everywhere, and then you have that high motion man? What kind of transition was that to go from the ball you were used to playing to now arena football?
It was a huge transition. Definitely going from outdoor football to arena is like doing a complete 180. I mean, literally, the field's 50 yards by 28 yards wide. I mean, and just from a receiver standpoint, everything has to be on point. Your route, your stem, how much speed you're using at the line of scrimmage, being able to recognize coverage. I mean, it probably took me a good month and a half last year when I first started playing arena football to really understand what was going on. And just having the opportunity to have a year under my belt before coming into this league has definitely helped me a lot. But yeah, that transition, man, I mean, it's just like any other transition, I feel like. It has its ups and downs, but I felt like once I got it, I was good to go.
Albany Empire receiver Malachi Jones with us. So far on this season, 977 yards. Is that just receiving? That's just your okay? And I'm going to get to a point on that in a second. 23 receiving touchdowns. You lead the league in total touchdowns with 28. You're like a unicorn in arena football. You run the football. What is it like running the football in a league that has completely abandoned running the football?
It's like being a kid in a candy store. You never really see it. I mean, you have teams that utilize the running back and the fullback, but this is definitely a pass-heavy league. So every time I get the opportunity to carry the ball, I'm trying to get into the end zone and try to get a spark. But, yeah, it's awesome. You know, I just love the fact that the coaches felt comfortable enough to put me in that position. You know, we have a lot of guys who are capable on our team of running the football. So just having that responsibility and having the opportunity to do so, you know, I really enjoy it.
So Joe Hill's the other Empire, you know, stud wide receiver. He's been here a few times. And he'll always go like, you know, I've got this many, and you know, Malachi will get more because he gets to run the ball. Like, is there a friendly rivalry between you and Superman Joe Hills?
I mean, I guess you could say so, you know. But at the end of the day, man, I love Joe. You know, I've loved having the opportunity to learn from him and just kind of just see how he does, man. You know, last year I was watching his highlights on YouTube, man, just trying to learn the game and whatnot. And you know, I definitely want to be the type of player that Joe is if I'm still in this league for years to come. And, you know, I mean, Joe's resume speaks for itself. I think he's going for his 91st consecutive game. Or
he's got 90 straight games with a touchdown. If he gets when he gets one this week when you guys play Washington, it'll be 91.
Yeah, 91.
I'll knock on wood just in case I'm superstitious.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, just like from everything he does, I mean, like I said, his resume speaks for itself, man. And obviously, you know, we're always competing, but it's not like, you know, we're just as happy when I score, he's just as happy even when he scores, you know, and vice versa. So, but yeah, definitely love having a guy like Joe in the locker room.
Albany Empire wide receiver Malachi Jones joining us here, 104.5 The Team. Malachi, talk a little bit about how arena football really a much smaller roster, only 24 guys, so you could theoretically go catch a touchdown pass, then you're jumping right back on the field for kickoff return or kickoff. You have to do so many different things. Was that something that kind of took you by surprise when you jumped into the Arena League? And now, how exhausted do you have to be at the end of the game to keep doing this for 60 minutes?
I mean, it's definitely like, you definitely got to be in shape. And, you know, like you said, only 24 guys on the roster. You know, in college, I sparingly played special teams up until my senior year where I volunteered to play on punt. But yeah, man, I mean, you literally, it's like Iron Man. You know, you got to be able to do 1,000 things at 100% and no questions asked. I mean, literally, you know, you can catch a 40-yard touchdown, and next thing you know, you're running full speed 50 yards downfield on kickoff. So, but yeah, man, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, our coaches do a great job with the tempo of practice. You know, tempo of practice is a lot harder, I feel like, than the game tempo. You know, everything's kind of slowed down and things like that. So, you know, when you take advantage of things like that, and then, you know, we have things like Hit with Brit and other conditioning options, and then, you know, things like iCryo that can help recover our body quicker, you know, things like that. It just gives us the opportunity to be that much better and be more in shape and things like that.
Malachi Jones, were you shocked by all that? Like, Hit It with Brit, you know, she's been in here, she's awesome. Eric over at iCryo is a friend, and like all these companies, all these physical fitness and recovery companies that, to be honest with you, like I was unfamiliar with, and iCryo was 5 seconds from my house. You guys get here, they embrace you, and now you like what have they meant to you as an arena football player? Like what have those companies done to help you?
It's been huge, you know, like you said, with Eric over at iCryo. I mean, we go over there 2 to 4 times a week, man. I mean, actually, I'm gonna head over there after this,
nice,
and get a freeze and squeeze in, man. But just having the opportunity,
I didn't even. That's great.
The freeze and squeeze,
freeze and squeeze, man. Freeze and squeeze, but. Yeah, man, just those type of stuff, and Hit with Brit, you know, having the opportunity to put extra conditioning on top of an already high tempo practice, man. I mean, it just means the world because, you know, for people like that who are established and things like of that nature to want to be a part of this organization, especially with it being the first year, you know, you never know what you're getting into with first year deals, man. So definitely, you know, can't say nothing but great things about not only them, but the rest of our sponsors and things like that, you know, and we definitely appreciate it as a team and an organization.
So when you're, you know, in between plays and these fools run out there with, you know, yelling at people on the microphone, do you guys ever notice us? Like, are we ever that annoying where you guys are like, seriously? Like, what are you doing with the stupid whatever? Get out of my way.
No, we love it, man. I mean, you know, we're focused the entire game, but obviously there's times like media timeout where you're kind of just...
You can be honest, Malachi. Yeah, you can be honest. Tell him he's annoying. It's okay.
Like how much money do you guys have on that I won't make it from the 25 to the tunnel?
Oh, please. Please.
He won't actually reveal how much money him and Joe Hills have on that. It's okay.
But no, man. I mean, there's stuff that we take notice. Like for instance, you know, there's like a hot dog. There's like a girl doing flips in a hamburger, and people running around the bat, and we always catch it on media timeout. It's about 2 minutes, or, and we're just kind of hanging out. We already got the play and what we're going to do, so we're kind of just looking around and observing. And, it's definitely one of the things I always happen to see is people, running around the bat and falling over and all that good stuff. So.
You gonna miss that stuff when you are in the NFL, because it's a little more. Okay,
it's like the best part of the game outside of scoring a touchdown. I
was gonna say the guy who eats the wall while catching a touchdown thinks us throwing hot dogs is the best part of the game. Okay, all right. Hey, I just want to raise now.
So he's already cutting that piece of audio up, so he can go and bring it to George.
Okay, that's gonna be the whole. When I write about this on 1045theteam.com, Malachi Jones says I'm the best part of.
Absolutely. Quote me directly. I got you.
I don't think his headphones can stay on right now.
Fortunately, we're on TV. You can't see the $20 bill I'm sliding to Malachi right now.
But so, get recruited, come up from the lower level of arena. What's it like playing for Coach Keefe?
I love every minute of it, man. I mean, I've never had a coach who is just so high energy. Yeah. And Coach, whether we could have been 0-10, and he still has the same amount of energy as a 10-0 team. I mean, literally. Coach Keefe is a coach I've grown to just love, man. And just from the moment we spoke on the phone during the whole recruiting process, I can just tell there was something different about him, something that drew and wanted me to come up here and at least consider it. And, after multiple conversations and really thinking about it, man, I just fell in love with, the organization and things like that, man. But, I love Coach Keefe to death. I've only known him for a few months now,
right.
But like I said, I feel like I've known him forever, man, because he's just that kind of guy. He cares about you on and off the field, and I think that's the biggest thing when looking for a great head coach. Is just somebody, obviously, they care about you on the field because, you're playing games or whatnot. But for somebody to have that same passion off the field, I mean, it's amazing.
Malachi Jones with us, Albany Empire wide receiver. Rob Keefe's energy is second to none. When we're out there, I'm always afraid he's going to tackle us. Is there, when you guys do drills, how involved does he get? Does he ever pad up or anything like that? Because he looks like he wants to really bad.
Well, I mean, there are times Coach has played in our Skelly period. I mean, he's playing the jack or the backside corner, literally just to give some of the guys a blow. Sometimes we've been a little thin during the week. Guys who might be a little bumped up. He'll jump right in there, man. You would have thought he was playing all season. I mean, the guy's smart. I mean, he literally, I feel like he could still play if he wanted to, man. He's that smart. He's that dedicated to getting us better. And, like I said, I have nothing but great things to say about him, man. It's just a pleasure to play for him.
I heard he's actually one of the mascots also. So he coaches the game. He's a mascot.
Is it Mac or Jack?
I would say Jack runs around the most. It's probably Jack.
Probably Jack? Okay. Because we saw Jack yesterday.
Yeah. Keefe wasn't there.
And Keefe wasn't there.
Oh. I'm just saying. We were up at Doc Brown's yesterday.
Yeah.
Jack was there. Rob Keefe was not.
Well, you could play the little game. I mean, I do this up in the booth every now and then is where is Coach Keefe during the game? Because he's either standing on a board or he's running around to the crowd or he's running to talk to a ref or getting you guys pumped up, in the huddle. So he's definitely high energy. And then you guys came in here while we were talking with Todd Frazier, and then all of a sudden Jordan showed me a video of you guys at practice. What exactly is your speed walking while at practice? What exactly is going on here after you guys are done at practice, Malachi?
All right, look, man. So we got this thing called walking football. It's been around for decades. It's built for linemen.
Levack, you're in, man. Yeah, you're in.
Me and Cave are going to be all-stars.
The way I describe it, it's the best way to exert energy without really exerting energy. It's literally, it's awesome, man. We just go out there, we're loose, man. We're having a good time. And literally, man, we're just throwing the ball around, just walking, speed walking. And literally, it's ridiculous to watch live. I mean, I know you guys saw the tape, but just watching it live.
You're still putting jukes on while you're walking.
He's trying to make moves.
Got to. I'm trying to score. It's still football at the end of the day. Even if it's, we look, idiotic walking, speed walking. But hey, at the end of the day, you're trying to score a touchdown.
Malachi Jones, man, we appreciate you finally getting in here. I know you went to the country station, every other station in the building you've hung out. We finally get you.
Look, I've been trying to come for weeks, man. I don't know what the deal is.
Jordan, take care of that, man. Come on.
Did you not slip him enough 20s to let him know, or what's going on?
Jordan used to have to deal with me on the daily.
Yeah.
So I think there's still a little.
You don't like us secretly.
There's still a little bit of dealing with the divas that he's not happy about. He's ticking over there right now. No, it's so weird with you. And I this is the biggest compliment I get you. I don't want you to go to the NFL. I don't, because I love what you do here, but obviously we're looking forward to wherever your career goes. And it it seems as though we're going to get the opportunity to watch you on Sundays. And, man, I'm just saying, I'm an Oakland Raider fan. So,
no. You want to stay right here in New York. Right at the G, man.
Either way. Either way, I'll take it.
I'd say, and at the end of the day, man, I love playing here, man. I would love to continue playing here and, as long as I'm available. And that's what I tell people. Obviously I want to get to the NFL,
right.
But, for whatever reason, knock on wood and things don't work out, I have a home here and I feel like I can come back and, do all the things that I want to do. And, I've loved every minute of being up here and, I definitely can, see myself possibly being like a Eddie Brown, man, just here for years.
Yeah, there we go. That's a name we like.
If that's what it came down to, man. That's how great I feel about this city and the community, man. It keeps drawing me back. I'm from Georgia, but obviously I made the leap to come up here, and I wouldn't mind coming back, man. So that just has great things to say about the community and coaches and the organization itself, man. My teammates. So like I said, I've loved every minute of it.
Well, we love watching you play, man. We look forward to it. Good luck in Washington. Sorry you got to ride on a bus with closer.
Oh, come on now. Come on,
it can't all be perfect. You know what I mean? But no, man, best of luck this week, and just looking forward to this game, which you can hear on Alt 105.7, our sister station, with Brian on the call, and then of course the 7th. That's going to be a big one. We got to make sure we have all that. We got to sell out the TU Center because you guys need to take Philly down one more time to get that highest seed possible.
We do. But like you said, we got to take care of business this weekend. Washington, it's a great team, man, and every team in this league is an all-star team, and that's my opinion. And Washington's lost, I think, 3 or 4 games by less than 7 points, or 4 or 5 points.
Right.
So at the end of the day, like you said, we got to take care of business, and I feel like coaches and everybody's doing their part. And I feel like we'll be able to do the things that we want to do. And then obviously, get ready for next weekend. But like you said, we got to, like Coach said, 1-0 every week.
Right.
We got to take care of business this week.
Right. Well, like I said, you got to worry about Washington. I got to make sure we pack the place on the 7th because there's no spot for me on the bus. I'm just saying. I got to, one more before you. Is there anybody nicer than Cave, the offensive lineman? Like, is he not the nicest guy? Like, every time I've ever talked to him off the field, he's the nicest guy on the planet. Is it like, what's he like on the field? Because I don't get to talk to him then.
He's a dog, man. He gets after it. He's literally in the trenches, and he's our main guy on the line for a reason. But like you said, an awesome guy off the field, man. Yeah. I love talking to him. He took me under his wing when I first got here. I didn't know him, so for him to kind of just embrace a rookie, I didn't really understand how.
He's a talent scout is what he is. He knew what you were. He figured it out. He figured it out right away. He's like, oh, Malachi Jones.
Yeah, but Cave's great, man. I love being around him. He's funny, hilarious. We got a lot of guys in our locker room, man, who are just hilarious people, man. But yeah, Cave is like I said, a dog on the field, but absolute great guy off it.
All right, man. Malachi Jones, man, we'll let you get out of here. Go get situated. Big trip tomorrow, and hopefully a big win Friday night right on 105.7, our sister station.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for coming in.